On this video, we are dealing with the HTML elements. Remember that the HTML elements are the building blocks of your web page. So everything that we do, we are going to use the HTML elements. If you still remember very well on the previous videos, I have said that the HTML elements are represented by what? By the tags. I'm sure that makes sense. For example, we can say that we have a government in South Africa, and then our government is represented by the ANC. So it is something that is similar to that. We are using the HTML elements that are represented by the tags. So each and every tag, almost, not each and every tag, but almost all the tags, they have the opening tag and the closing tag. So this is the element, this is the heading 1 element. So this is the opening tag for the heading 1 element. This is the closing tag for the heading 1 element. Just like paragraph, this is the element, paragraph is the element, and then this is the tag that we are going to use, that is used for paragraph. This is the opening, and then this is the closing. As I have said that not all the tags have the opening and the closing tag. For example, to skip a line, you are using the break element. So this is the break element. As you can see that it does not have a closing, the opening and the closing tag. So let us go to the examples. On this side, this is Notepad++. This is where we are going to type our HTML code. You still remember that the first line should be doc type, and then you can leave it like this, doc type, or you can type doc type HTML, and then you close your tag. So this is your first line all the time. You can see that doc type is capital letters all the time. Then HTML is small letters all the time. Then you go to the second line. Because you are going to create an HTML document, so you should have the opening tag and the closing tag for HTML. So it is very convenient to type like this. I suggest you also copy what I'm doing. You type the tags, and then you go back, type HTML, and then type the closing tag. If you do like this this way, you won't have mistakes, or you will have less errors. And then you open the space, so you have your opening tag and then your closing tag for HTML. Your opening tag and then your closing tag for HTML. And then you go back to your HTML tag. You should type this attribute, it's up to you. This just specifies that this is the language of this HTML is in English, but it is not a must that you type it. But because I am going to discuss this on the following video, that is why I am typing it right now. You can see that the colors are all black. That means it is still a text file. So let us save it first as an HTML file. So we are going to name it exercise 1.html, and then we are going to save it on the HTML practical folder. You can see now it is fine. The colors are fine. So we have said on this I think on video 2 that the structure of HTML, inside HTML you should have what? You should have the head. So inside, between these tags, so you should type here the head, and then you type head, opening tag, and then head, closing tag, and then you are done. And then go here and open the space. So inside your HTML, if you click the opening tag, you will see that it starts here and ends here. And if you click here, you can see that the head starts here and ends here. So this is your head. Then after your head is your what? Is your body. So after your head. So that means you'll skip a line here. Then you type your body. And then you close the tag for body. And then you open a line again. So you can see this is your head. This is your body. This is your whole HTML. So these are the basics. So remember that every web page that you are going to create, it should have a what? A title. So we are going to create a title for this file, for this web page. So all the time the title is inside the head. The title is inside the head. So let us click the title. So you can see that it is, if you go to line 4, it is between the head. Whatever that is between this opening and closing, that means it is inside. So you click here, you hit tab. Remember that I said that if it's under head, you should click tab. So you type your title, first open the text, title. So this is your title heading. So this is your element, your title element. This is the opening tag for title. This is the closing tag for title. I'm not sure if you can see this clearly. You should note that every element is typed in small letter. That is a good programming rule for HTML, that you should type all your tags in small letters. It is not wrong to use capital letters, but it is advisable that you use small letters. And then you should note that the spelling for title, it has 1 T, but not 2 T's. Most people, they usually make mistake here. So your title is 1 T, not 2 T's. And then inside here, because this is your opening tag, this is your closing tag. So in between, this is where you can type your title. You can type exercise 1. And then if you, okay, you can type exercise 1. So it is fine. You can see that this is the opening tag, the closing tag. Even if you can move your closing tag to be on another line, it's fine. Let me click here, hit enter, hit tab, and then after exercise 1, hit enter. So it is the same thing. You can see this is the opening tag, the closing tag. So when I started with HTML, I typed like this so that I can see my HTML file. I can see all the elements in my HTML file easy. So it's up to you if you want to type like this. Your opening tag should be on a different line, your content on another line, and then your closing tag on another line. So it's fine even that way. So it's even fine even if you do like this. But let us do like this, I think, so that there is no confusion. And then you can save. And then that is the title element. But if you go back to our presentation, we are going to use the heading, the paragraph, and the break. So let us go back to our code. So everything else should be inside the body. Whatever that you are going to do on your HTML, the content, the real content should be inside the body. So let us go to line 9. So let us let us start with a heading. So if you go again here, the heading element, the heading 1 element uses H1. So you can type this, and you say H1, you close H1, and then you can type, this is my heading 1 element, and then you can save. So this is your H1 opening tag, your H1 closing tag. So this is my heading 1 element, and then we have saved it. Let us quickly view it. You double click here, so you can see that this is what we have typed. This is my heading 1 element. So this is the title exercise 1 that we have typed here. Let me do like this, so that we can have the code on this side, and we have the browser on our right hand side. So this is our title, and then this is our title. So if you change this one to exercise 5, and then you save, you should save first, and then go to your browser and refresh. You can see that this also have changed, you see. And then this is my heading 1 element. So there are other heading elements as well. For example, heading elements start from H1 to H6. Let us make another heading element. Let us use H5, which is heading 5, H5. Let me just quickly copy this. So this is my heading 5 element, and then you save all, and then you come here and refresh. So this is your heading 1, this is your heading 5 element. So that is how you use your elements and the tags. And then for paragraph, okay, even for paragraph, it is a symbol like that. Let us keep just 2 lines. And then this is, you are going to type here your paragraph elements. This is your opening and closing tag. And then you open a space. So you are going to type your paragraph here. Let me find something from the internet to copy and paste. I'm just lazy to type. So remember that whatever that is inside, before you can type, you should hit tab. You can see that I've copied a paragraph that is long. Let me just keep a line so that you can see all the text of this paragraph. So this is the paragraph. This is the opening tag for the paragraph. And this is the closing tag for this paragraph. You can see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can see that we have 6 lines, and then you can save it. But when you view this on your browser, you will notice that we do not have 6 lines. Let me refresh it. You can see that this is in 1 line. This is 1 line, because if we resize it, it will go to other lines, but this is basically 1 line. But when you go to your code, you can see that we have 6 lines. So why is that the case? Because keeping a line in your code does not necessarily mean that even on your web browser it is going to be skipped. So you should specify that you want to skip and go to the next line. So that is where this element comes in, the break element. So let us use the break element after 1869. Let us go to the browser first. You can see we are going to skip a line here after this text 1869, so that even if we resize this, you can see that when we're resizing, there are other lines that are being created, so that even if you resize or do not resize, but there will be another line after 1869. So to skip a line, you can type BR, which is to break the line, and then let us save. Go to our browser, refresh. You can see now that the line has been skipped. So that is how you skip the line. So if you want to skip 2 lines, you should type break 2 times. Let me copy and paste. You can see now that we have 2 breaks. Let me save it. But we have 1 line. So if you refresh, you can see that 2 lines have been skipped. So even if I can type another break element here and save, so the line will be skipped after before creator. I'm sure that you understand, even though in the code that there is this is 1 line. So let us refresh. You can see that the line has been skipped. So that is how we conclude this lesson about the elements and the tags, the opening and the closing tags. So for the full list of HTML elements, you can go to Google. As I was saying, you can go to Google and search the list of all HTML elements. There's a website that there are 2 websites that I love when it comes to HTML. The first one is Learn. Okay, let me just show you. This is the first website. I also used this website to learn HTML, learn.html, and then you can go to basic elements, and it will give you the explanation and the list of the common HTML elements we use. Another website that is good, and I recommend that you use it, is W3 Schools, and then you can go to tags, and then it will show you these tags, or you can just type this URL, and then it will give you all the tags that are used in HTML. For example, this one is a comment, this is doc type, this is an hyperlink, this is the body, this is the break, the line break, the button, and so on. So you can go to this link to see all the HTML tags that you can use.